This is a lesson that's dedicated to the image elements. You'll use lots of images on your site, and in this tutorial I'll show you how to use them. So on this blank page just here, I'm going to go in and add a new section just so that I can add in an image element just here for you. Now straight away you can see that using these handles I can resize the image just as I want it to be, using the handles on the side. Now as usual I can use the pencil icon, this one just here, to edit the settings, or of course I can right click on the image as well. So let me just change the size of that, and I'm going to right click and go into the settings panel just here. Now first of all, this is where I would change the image itself. So I can either put in a URL at the bottom here for a new image, or I can get rid of this image, open the gallery and choose a new image that can go in that box instead. Now notice I'm just going to change that a little bit. Notice we've got this image here and it's chopping off the top of his head. So let's have a look at how we can deal with those sorts of things. So you've got the size option just here firstly, and it's set to cover at the moment. If I change it to fill, you can see that this image now fills the box, but if you notice it's kind of squashed it in the wrong way, and that's because it's filled the height and the width but not necessarily maintained the aspect ratio. So that's not the right setting in this context. What we should probably use is the contain option, and that will mean that the image is contained within the available space, but it isn't skewed or squashed in any sort of way. So that's how you can change the size of the image. Now I'm just going to change this back a little bit here, and I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger. Now notice in this case, yeah, we've got the top of his head chopped off. Now you've seen how I could change that if I wanted to make it so that it fits within that space. But what if I wanted to keep the same size? You might want to have a look at the position option just here, and this is a perfect way of using this setting actually. So if I change the position in this drop down menu here to top, look what happens to the image. It's just kind of keeping the top section of the image, and that doesn't kind of look maybe how I want it to. You'd see I can use the bottom of the image as well. I can also use the center of the image as well. So you can play about with these different things just to change the settings how you want them to be, and you've got a couple of options just there. Now I also need to show you how to change the alt text for the image. That's in this little box just here. You can highlight that and you can put whatever you want in this box, and that's useful for search engines. It also appears when you hover over the image in the page as well. Very often useful for things like screen readers and things like that as well. So that's the alt text, and then finally just at the bottom here we've got the image link. So if you wanted to link this image to maybe a different page or an external link, even an email address or a phone telephone number, then you can do that sort of thing here. I'm just going to change that to the blog page for now, and I'm going to publish that page and preview it. So here is my image just there, and you can see I've clicked on it and it's taken me to that link just there. Now there is just one last little thing I want to show you with images. You can make these look really nice. So I'm just going to take this image here, add a little bit of styling to it. So I'm just going to add a little bit of padding around the image itself just there. I'm also going to add in a box shadow, an outer box shadow, just like that, and you can see that's nicely lifted it off the page. And then we're just going to add in a little bit of radius just like that, and you can see how quickly that has come to life. I just feel the need to change the color of that glow as well. There we go. So that is the image element on the Easy Builder.